Welcome to late night.
Friday nights with TCF.
Late nights.
It ain't that. Yeah, we're getting old. It's 7, not 9 anymore.
Yeah,
there's still sunlight out.
Yeah, I don't. It's weird that we're doing it this early, but I like it.
I do too.
We'll probably start doing it at this time every Friday. We're back.
We are back.
For what has it been, a month?
It's been about a month.
Is that what Pigway said?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's been about a month.
We've been doing some stuff. I've been going to school. Been doing some things with media. But we're back tonight. We're going to start doing. We got a podcast coming later tonight. We're going to be recording after this. It's going to be a good one because we'll be a little boozed up.
Yep.
It'll be interesting. We're going to be talking about what I've been doing last few weeks.
Some cool stuff. I have not been doing a whole lot
with coaching.
Yeah, I've been busy with work, but as far as content wise, I've been pretty lazy.
Well, yeah, I've just been making content in the lab
lab. Let's go.
But actually, my favorite thing about school, other than the media, is the Chipotle right down the road, and it has made me, I think, gain a little weight.
Hey, that's all right.
But I'll take it. The camera adds 10 pounds, is what I said.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
But it's good to be back. Hopefully, we'll be tuning in just about every Friday. If it's not the both of us, we'll have somebody in.
Somebody will be here.
And follow us on all our social medias. Obviously, you're here on Facebook. We are on Twitter at @typical_Chicago. Mine is at Boomy TCF. I had to think about it because it's been a while.
I'm at Zach.
Z, isn't it Zeloya?
Is it Zeloya?
I have no idea.
I think it's Zach. I think I changed it to Zach because for school reasons I had to get rid of the big Z. Just kind of weird looking. But yeah, we're back.
We are back. Like MJ in '96, we're back, baby.
Cheers to the weekend. Great weekend. Yeah, I'm happy to be back in we've renamed it the content cave.
Because we do more than – it used to just be the podcast cave for those of you that have been following forever. But we do more than just podcasts now. Obviously, you see us here on our Facebook page and hopefully some more stuff to come. But, yeah, like Big Z said, we are back, hopefully back a little bit more frequently.
Back and better than ever.
I would like to think so.
Yeah. Well, other than my nasty stash, we're back.
As I say, your razor break or what?
No, I'm trying – I thought if I just kept it going, it would start looking better, but it just looks way worse. I took a Snapchat today. I'm like, ooh, but I just forgot to shave.
That's all right. I was shaving, and as soon as I got done, my razor broke, fell apart.
Good thing you got the shave in, though.
Yeah, exactly. It might be a while till my next one. Let's go ahead and jump right into things. Last night, obviously, doubles with the 7th and the 22nd pick. I keep wanting to say Michael Carter Jr., but I'm just combining people.
Wendell Carter Jr.
Wendell Carter Jr. from Duke, 6'10", 6'11". He's a big boy.
I did not know he was that big.
6'10". I think they said he had like a 7'3" wingspan.
19 years old.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, especially with the one and done rule.
Was like I wanted Mo Bamba,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but I just didn't want a point guard.
Yes.
I wanted a big guy. And with Wendell Carter, I really didn't know he was – honestly, I did not know he was that big.
I was looking things up –
stupid of me, but I did not know he was that big.
When I was looking things up last night, I thought he was like 6'8", maybe. I thought he played more of the power forward.
Averaged 13.5 points per game, 9.1 rebounds.
That's almost a double-double in a very good conference.
Very good conference.
So –
on a very good team.
Yeah, exactly. And there's, 13 points in that Duke team, the way they play defense is pretty solid.
He was a presence down low on defense.
Almost a double-double in the ACC. That's really impressive. That jumped out to me. Also, Chandler Hutchinson from Boise State, which little egg on my face. I was talking to some of my players about the pick, and for about a half hour, I did not know that wasn't a white guy.
Really?
Chandler Hutchinson.
I guess, yeah.
Hutchinson.
I guess you could see. Yeah.
From Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
From Boise, a guy named Chandler from Boise was a little putting a pretzel on that one.
I'm actually looking up some stories about him, and I'm looking at the Idaho Statesman.
Oh, everyone knows it. I mean, how do we forget that?
How does everyone know?
The Idaho Statesman.
22nd.
Big-time newspaper. Take him at 20
points a game. 7.7 rebounds and 3.5 assists and 1.1 steals.
Don't
feel like I'm a genius.
Yeah, I mean, even people are going to say yes, it's Boise State, but Boise State has been pretty solid lately.
Oh yeah,
they've went to the tournament a couple times. They've had some really good runs. I think they played I don't know if they made the tournament this year. A little egg on my face there again. But they've had some good teams, and that conference out there is getting better and better. So 21 points, out of Boise at 6'7", he's a shooting guard. So, I mean, he kind of fits right in the NBA. And the way I looked at it, I was talking to a buddy last night. The way I almost look at it is if Dunn or Levine gets hurt again, maybe he's their, their insurance policy.
Or they stay healthy and we get something going. But I was thinking about this. Are we tanking this year? What is this next season? What are we doing? Are we going into it trying to maybe get a fourth spot in the conference, or are we trying to tank again? I don't know what to expect.
My thoughts on it,
going for a playoff.
The way I look at it is I would like to see one more year in the lottery.
But it's just tough.
But it's going to be especially tough if LeBron leaves the East.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to open up things quite a bit for a team to sneak into the playoffs.
If he leaves, we're going to have a great opportunity. I mean, other than the Celtics, we're going to be able – We're going to be up in the top because LeBron just shakes it up so much.
I think for the plan to work, I think you would like one more year of a guy coming in the top 5 or in the top 10 again if we can get it.
Well, I'm going to talk about that's my biggest complaint about last night wasn't the pick. It's where we picked.
Yeah, because we should have been much higher.
What I think it was between us and the Kings for a toss-up between the worst records, and they won it, and they had the 2 pick.
Yeah.
That should be the Bulls.
Yeah.
If we didn't go on the 7-game win streak at the beginning of the year with Nico when he came back from getting punched in the face, then we would have had a way better spot. And this year I mean, I guess a 7th pick, you shouldn't feel this way, but it almost feels like a failed tank year.
Yes, I completely agree.
Because how are we in that spot of the 7th pick? How can we not be bad? But then my problem is at the end of the year, we're sitting everybody. Which I get that, but why weren't we trying to do stuff like that at the beginning? Why would we even bring Nico back? If we're trying to tank, I guess you want to trade him, and I guess you really have no other choice. But in my mind, it just sucks to think about where we could just lose one more game.
Yeah.
One more game, and we would have had the 2 picks.
Yeah, it is frustrating. But like I said, 7 is still a good pick, and even you alluded to it. You shouldn't feel this way about a 7th pick, but when you go back and look at it, you're like, literally that 3-week stretch in November and December is what just killed us. Because we should be at the 2, but we're not. So, you kind of, take the good and the bad. And me and you were talking earlier, I think that Wendell Carter is the smart pick for what the Bulls need because Lopez isn't going to be around forever.
Like you said, it's not the sexy pick.
Exactly.
It's the smart pick.
It would have been almost silly because I think the only other guy they were really interested in is Michael Porter Jr., who slips to 14. They obviously know things that we don't. They have, paid physicians that deal with this stuff where we're just, guys watching from the sideline. But I think, like I said, I just think it's the smart pick. And with their track record, I'm not sure the smart pick is the worst pick.
Because I'm happy with what they did because, honestly, they could have gone some guards. They could have gone other ways, and they went to the big man.
Yeah.
And that's because, Robin Lopez, he's not – do we have him back next year?
I think he's under contract for at least one more year.
Which is fine by me. Throw him back out there or whatever.
Let him teach these 2 really young guys.
We're young in a lot of other positions, but really the big man was the position we were not young in.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
Omer Sheik, he's got to be getting towards the end of his career.
I have a hot take.
Lopez isn't going to be around much longer.
I have a hot take. I think that Wendell Carter will have a better year than Mo Bamba.
I like that. I think you're right because Orlando's terrible.
I got thinking about this. Have we seen Mo Bamba do anything with the basketball lately?
See, and I watched a few Texas games. Oh, yeah, his workout.
I saw people put that up on
bring it around town. Yeah.
He was doing that. I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, I was very thrown off by that. But I think you're right in that because I think the Bulls are going to be better than the Magic. They have a decent front court now with Aaron Gordon and Mo Bamba. But they stink. They stink out loud.
Yeah.
And so I think that Wendell Carter is going to do more with having Lopez kind of teaching him things and learning from that experience. when he's able to fill in. He's going to have – I mean, the only reason that might not work out is because I think Mo Bamba's going to play 70 games next year if he doesn't get hurt.
Well, let's think about this. What do you think the Bulls' starting lineup will be first night? So it'll be Levine, Chris Dunn, Markkanen,
Robin Lopez.
So you think, okay, yeah, Robin Lopez.
Wendell Carter will come right off the bench when Robin gets his old ass tired and can't get up and down the court anymore.
Well, yeah. I mean,
or when he gets thrown out of a game because he
I don't know if Robin Lopez has anything other than 100% in him. He just goes 100% all the time.
Yeah, because he's a psycho.
I went to a game. We went to that Brooklyn Nets game.
He was dancing.
He was dressed. I'm like, he's sitting there. I'm like, is this guy going to go in?
No.
No, he was just sitting there in the game, just fully dressed. I'm like, dude, a lot of the other guys. Let's look at some questions.
It's coming up in our next category. We got some comments from the Cubbies stuff, but we'll finish up here.
I didn't know if we got Pigoy coming in.
We got
high.
Pigoy and Mitch Prentice in the comment section getting after some Chatwood talk. That's coming in a second. How would you have felt had the Bulls ended up with Trae Young?
I would have been very mad.
I'm with you.
Very mad.
This is really bad for a conversation, but I'm with you there.
Because I just don't get what he would have been. What would he have helped us with? He's not better than Chris Dunn. He's not going to – I just don't see how – I mean, you look at him last night. He's a very little dude.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to have much of – I don't think the Hawks are going to like what they just did.
No.
I don't think that trade is going to look –
another first-rounder.
I don't think that trade's going to look good in the next 2 years.
Luka Doncic's mom.
We're not going to
fire.
We'll get into that later, but
but I was actually talking to my brother about this, and he made a good point. I don't think people should give up on Trae Young so fast. He is a good talent, but you also have to remember at Oklahoma he was the option for everything. He led the Big 12 in scoring, and he led the Big 12 in assists. There's only so much one guy can do. He was getting double and triple teamed in games, and these other, lengthy white guys in the corner couldn't knock a shot down.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what he can do when there's some players on his team. I'm not saying
he doesn't have a good game. Maybe he does. But I just don't – like for what the Bulls needed, he just didn't fill it.
Yeah.
I feel like if they could have really taken anybody else. Maybe Sexton I wouldn't have liked. But other than Trae Young and maybe Sexton, I was fine with anybody else.
Yeah.
Really,
I'm with you.
I was really good with a big man. Just throw a young big. I like the 19-year-old aspect helps a lot.
Yes, absolutely. And
he is young. He is going to be the Bulls are going to have him for the next 5 to 10 years, hopefully, and hopefully he turns into the player that I think he's going to be a great player.
I agree. I think it'll be interesting to see what it looks like. 12 months from now. Where is he developed in? Is he put on some weight? What does he learn from being around Robin Lopez? Those kinds of things. It'll be really nice to see, 1 year out where things kind of go.
Like I said, I don't hate the pick. I just hate where they picked.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think there's
those things you're just like, the pick is fine. Like I like the pick for what we had. I mean, what else? I'm happy we didn't waste the picks for next year just to trade up because it would make no sense.
Exactly.
Because then if you want to tank again this year, then you're just pretty much giving them up for a player that's 5 picks better than him, and who knows if he's even going to be better than him.
Exactly, because this was a good draft.
It was a very good draft.
Your thoughts on if the Bulls would have gotten the sexy pick, quote unquote, with Michael Porter Jr.
Would have hated it. You see, he dropped all the way to 14.
There's a reason 13 teams passed on him.
Because you can't draft a guy who you've seen play, what, 3
games.
3 games. And even as of a month ago, he was having back spasms again on a back that he was out for most of the season for. Why would Bulls want to take a what's the end game? Let's say the end game is, I guess he turns into a phenomenal player.
Right.
But you take him, then all summer it swirls around his back. Let's say
if he misses any games next year.
And I just don't see how what he would. What position does he play?
He'll probably play the 3 in the NBA.
So I mean,
he's a lengthy shooter.
So he kind of plays where Laurie would play.
I see Laurie more at a stretch 4 because he can get down and bang on the inside.
I just would have hated that pick too because it's just one of those things.
Yeah,
it's just not worth it. Really and truthfully,
if the Bulls were drafting at 11 or 12,
or if the Bulls were more, let's say they had a great team cemented.
Yes.
If I was the Warriors and somehow I ended up with like the 15th, 16th pick, I would take him. I wouldn't even have taken him at the 14th. I don't see I guess you can't really go
It's
off.
just-
But you
it's
only
a
see
lot
in 3 games.
to-
It's just a lot to bank on when you have so much other talent that already is
Exactly.
solidified.
Yeah, I think that it would have been a lot of a stretch, and I think that would have been a Garpax move from maybe like 6-7 years ago where they were stretching to get guys. I mean, it worked out, obviously, Jimmy Butler, but like think about the guys that they stretched out for and it didn't work out. There's a lot of those guys still out there. So I think that, like I keep saying, they took the smart pick, not the sexy pick, and I think Porter would have maybe been that sexy pick, and I think it could have ended up.
Well, me and my buddies were talking. We heard somebody had heard that they were talking on 670 that the front office wanted to get Sexton, but the coaching staff did not think he was going to fit, so that's where they went with Wendell Carter.
I did not hear that,
and I think that's the coaching staff going. They just have no really trust in Garpax.
Yeah, well.
It's
understandable.
What have you done for me to give me trust? I think, but that's why I think I'm very happy with what the Bulls did. They could have just easily just been like, yeah, we'll take Sexton because Garpax want him. Yeah. They did what they thought was going to be good for the team, and I think in the long run it's going to be very, very good for the Bulls.
I like it. I keep saying, I like it, and I like Hutchinson at 22. With that being said, Grayson Allen went 1 pick before the Bulls were at 22. What would have been your reaction if Grayson Allen would have been a Bull?
I may have quit being a Bull fan.
I think that's a stretch, but
no, but like
Grayson Allen.
What do I need? Okay, Chandler Hutchison, way better, I think, NBA career than what Grayson Allen's going to have.
Yes.
Are you serious? Like Grayson Allen, I guess you call Grayson Allen the sexy pick. Like, you know who
at
Grayson
22?
Allen is.
Yeah.
You know who he is. Like, he had a great college career. What did he go? Did he go all 4 years?
Went all 4, yeah.
Went all 4 years.
There's a reason for that, though.
That's a player that Garpax
yes.
That's the
Kirk
Doug
Heinrich
McDermott. That's the Doug McDermott.
Yes.
That's just like, oh man, he's gone 4 years. Oh, he must be a good player. He loved the system. He must be there. Like, I'm so happy. Who did he go to?
He went. This is a perfect fit for him. He went to the Utah Jazz.
That makes perfect sense.
Grayson Allen belongs in Utah.
They're like, who's the whitest man left on the board?
Yeah, because Dante DiVincenzo, the Delaware Michael Jordan, went at 17 to the Bucks, which was a hell of a stretch too.
That is I did not know he went.
I think I got picked at 17 because of 4 games.
On part of my take of those, remember those tweets that came out of? They're like, why do those not come up the night before the draft? Those are night before draft tweets, not the night after a national championship tweet.
No, that's 2 guys that I would not have been happy with Grayson Allen.
I'm so happy that the Jazz made sure that the Bulls were not going to do that. Thank you, the Utah Jazz. The Bulls fans love you.
You about saved Garpax from themselves. So
I feel like that if he was there,
they would have taken him easily. I have no doubt about it. Let's go ahead and jump into the surging Cubbies, who just took a nice little lead. We have a Schwarbino bomb that just put them up 3-1.
How did you see that?
Well, I got the notice on my watch, and then Mitchie P just sent us a message that said he just blasted a 2-run home run.
Mitchie P?
It's because that's what he does is hit bombs. Shout out to Mitchie P, though. Didn't he have some health scare back a month ago? So
doing good.
Glad he's back in battle. Glad to have you back, Mitchie. But he said, and I'll bring this up first, but the Cubs sitting right now 42-30, 1 game back of the Brewers. Very similar to what happened last year as far as standing-wise. So looking good. Surging lately. Took 2 of 3 in St. Louis. Took 2 of 3 from the Dodgers.
Did you see what the Dodgers announcers had to say about this Chicago Cubs?
Yeah.
The hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Calling out Javier Baez for doing. Javier Baez works his butt off.
Yeah.
I wanted to fight those guys. I wanted to fight them.
You could literally Google Yasiel Puig's name and a million videos show up with the same thing they were bitching about. The exact same thing. They're talking about Cubs players, and they have the biggest showboat personality in the Major League Baseball in right field. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm just going to stop here for a second. Chicago Cubs owner interested in buying AC Milan.
Keep them dollars rolling in.
Oh my!
We'll take those euros down to the
Ricketts are just like, here we go.
And people want to worry about us buying Bryce Harper.
Yeah,
he's going to buy a goddamn soccer team.
So he's like, oh, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a soccer team, and then we're going to fund.
That's what I'm thinking.
Bryce Harper. We're going to give him $1 billion.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Speaking of Bryce Harper, though, I do it very well.
No, he's struggling.
Shaved the beard, hated the move. You don't just shave
the reason I hate it is because he did it right before their series at New York. And that bothers me because now every Yankees fan and their brother is going to say, oh, shaved his face. He's coming to the Yankees. We don't allow facial hair. That's why he did it.
I think that's what they were saying. They're like,
that. Yeah. I can't stand that. I can't stand Yankees fans. So let's jump into a question from Mitch. Mitch, we love you too, buddy.
I should go into the peace sign like, oh, here we go.
He said, our thoughts on Chatwood being switched out of or switched him with Monty in the 5-man rotation. He's all for it. I'm with you, Mitchie. I'm all for that. I don't like Tyler Chatwood.
I'm out on Tyler Chatwood. I wish we go back to the
He can't throw strikes.
I don't get what it – dude, Montgomery is good.
Yes.
Like, what was it? He's given up like one or fewer runs. Oh, no, was it? One or fewer runs?
Yeah,
in the
something
last,
like that.
so many games or whatever.
I also saw a stat. Now he was barely
wrong stat.
He was barely qualifying for this, but he was at the time the #1 starting pitcher in the National League in ground ball rate.
Yeah,
because he had just enough stars in this. But all he does is throw ground balls.
Yeah,
and he works out of situations.
Balls,
yes,
dude. Like
it is so frustrating.
And I accidentally bet on the Cubs. And, dude, he's out there just throwing balls. He threw, what was it, like a 40% strike percentage? Like, that's horrible.
I feel
serious. And we just keep throwing him back out there.
I feel like I could do better than a 40% strike ratio,
that's
mainly because I would be getting dingers slapped off me.
Yeah, I was going to say that's because we would be like 45-0.
Yeah, we would just put
Shout
9
out Pat
guys
McAfee,
in the outfield.
who went out there, never played baseball in his whole life, and he got sort of a base hit.
He was 0 for 3, but it was a fielder's choice, and then he reached second on a bad throw.
Well, yeah.
But that's really impressive because I'm not sure I could suit up and go play for a high school baseball team right now.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. But yeah, Mitch.
Was it Riverhawk still a thing?
They're the Rockford Rivets.
I would love to come play right field for you guys.
Yeah, if you need 2 guys, I'll coach first base. I don't even need to play.
Yeah, I would love
to coach first base.
Put a pouch in, go out there, and have some fun with the boys.
Yeah, mic us up the whole time.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one. But no, Mitch, I agree. I think that you have to do something here because Chatwood has now shown in 3 months that he is not capable of throwing strikes. It was kind of the same thing coming in. From Colorado, he was getting balls hit pretty hard. He had a bad strikeout or strike rate.
Let's see.
And he hasn't really improved.
3-5, 3.95 ERA.
Walks per 9 has got to be soaring because, like we keep saying, he can't throw strikes.
Let's see. They got more in-depth stats right here.
Until I think, in my opinion, I think it's Mike Montgomery's position.
He has 63 walks already.
63. And we're 3 months in.
And he has 64 strikeouts.
That's terrible.
That's horrible.
That's almost a 1-to-1 ratio.
Serious right now.
That's god-awful. I think it should be Montgomery's position to lose if Mike starts slipping up and can't if he can't get it figured out, then sure, maybe we go back. And Mitch chimes in. He thinks it's a momentum killer. I didn't even think about that to the team if you take Chatwood out. I don't know if it goes that far. In my mind, like, they're professionals. They would figure it out. Like, guys get moved around all the time. Guys get sent down. Look what happened to Schwarber last year. Almora early in his career was sent up and down. So I think the rest of the team would understand that Montgomery's hot and he's pitching well. He deserves just as much an opportunity as anybody else, and maybe Chatwood just needs to work on some things in 1 to 2 inning bursts, or maybe get him some starts at AAA just to get his command down.
I think he needs to go straight to AAA.
You think so?
Yes, because what's it doing? What's he going to do helping him throw into the bullpen? We really don't need help in the bullpen. The bullpen for the Cubs, I think, right now is a pretty good bullpen.
Yeah,
looks good.
It is one of the best in the National League.
Throwing him back out there and just making him throw balls is not helping him. So I think we need to just send him down to the minors.
Let him work some stuff out.
If he can get his shit together in the next few months, we'll bring him back up, give him a few more starts.
Yeah.
Hopefully we have a big lead.
Exactly.
The last few months we can throw him back out there, and maybe he can make My thing with him is
he's not going to be in the playoff rotation. Period.
I just don't see where he's going to make anything in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's not going to be in the rotation.
I don't want him. We don't really need him in the bullpen.
No, because especially if he can't throw strikes. He's not going to make
the 4-man rotation.
Yeah.
So other than that, speaking of that, our 4-man rotation will be
Lester, Quintana, Hendricks. Who am I forgetting here?
Darvish,
yeah.
But
yeah, I forgot because he's been hurt.
What would you feel like if it's Montgomery?
See, I like having Mike in the bullpen because if someone
let's say someone does get hurt, gives up 3 in the first 4 innings, he can come in and do
Lester
4 innings.
Can't hit the strike zone, then he can come in.
What do you mean by that?
But Mitch, I'm sorry, I misinterpreted what Mitch said. He said he meant that when he's pitching, he's a momentum killer, and I completely agree. Especially, 40% strike rate. That's gonna you do it when you were playing Little League. You knew when guys couldn't throw a strike.
Oh yeah, you know when it's in their head.
So you're just sitting there like, okay, we're gonna be inside a walk parade here. I was the guy at first base. Like, seriously, can you just throw a strike so we can go back into the dugout?
So let's move on to the subject you got here, Almora.
Every day.
I've seen Almora for All-Star games.
Yeah.
I love it.
He is
love it.
Stud. There is no reason that Albert Almora should not be in the lineup every day.
Oh, and I'm sorry.
Let Hap, Schwarber.
But at Hap, I'll see you later.
Yeah.
I'm not see you later.
No. I'm going to disagree with you there.
But right now, with Hayward doing well and him doing well, unless Ian Happ can start to do a little better on offense, then I don't know, because your defense isn't that good.
In the same token, he has hit, I think, 10 home runs this year.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but I guess, yeah.
I mean, he's like third on the team in home runs.
But
he's also only like 24 years old. He does have to be a guy that's that him and Schwarber are going to have to platoon.
No. I mean, what? You either hit a home run or you're not. He doesn't get the nice little base.
What's his average at right now? Because it's not great, but it is. It has improved.
You're at Elmore. 322.
Yeah, 322. Where
is that right? Holy cow!
Yeah, he is. That you're wondering why you're seeing signs to vote him as an all-star because he's a stud.
2 home runs though. That's what I like. He's hitting 322 with 2 home runs.
Yeah,
he
puts the ball killer. He's putting the ball.
Is a big.
He's not striking out a lot. He's
not taking walks either.
Yeah, he doesn't do that. So I think he needs to be in there every day. Obviously, Jason Hayward is playing some of the best baseball he's played in a long time.
What do you think?
Let him run this streak out because he's not going to continue to do it through September, I don't think.
Well, my thing is,
sorry if you're watching this, Jason. Yes, but use him as a piece.
The thing is, with his contract, he's the type of player and you go, oh, he's hot. Then you're like, oh, he's going to stay hot.
Right.
He's not the type of guy you go, oh, he's hot. Let's trade him.
Yeah.
I wish they would.
That's what your thought is, I think, if you have that much money tied up. But I wouldn't mind seeing him used as a piece in a nice trade. But also, if he can continue to do this, I mean, it's only been, 2-3 weeks? We're also talking 2-3 weeks over the last couple of years.
He is, what I think is he's just raking. He's always made the contact. He's always hit it hard.
Yeah, straight at the second baseman.
Going to people.
Yeah, hit it straight at the second baseman.
He's always hit a piss rocket.
Yeah.
But it goes to other people.
Yeah. His first year with the Cubs, remember he had a pretty big strikeout ratio.
Yeah.
And then they went and fixed his swing a little bit. And you can tell it's different since then because it has been a lot of contact in the last, year and a half now. So if he can continue to hit like this and continue to make contact, he just hits into the shift. I mean, we used to play this game at when we would go to all these professional baseball games. We would try to predict what the batter was going to do, and it was for a quarter every at bat.
Did your dad start this?
Yes, 100%.
I thought.
Trey killed. You played for quarters and at bat. One game I lost $9.
Trey
I was
good at gambling does not sound.
He was like 11, so let's take it easy.
He must have lost it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So if I was playing that game though, I would just make a ton of money just saying Jason Hayward's going to ground out to the second baseman here because I felt like that's all he did. And even when he's getting out now, granted he's got a lot more hits than he has. When he's getting out, they are right at the second baseman every single time he hits into a shift. And it's just like,
it's wild.
When are you going to drop your hands one time and hit a ball to the opposite field? One time. I don't think that's asking too much.
This is a little off subject, but I realized the other day, I love it when A-Riz and Schwarber, that shift is on, and they just bunt it right down the third base line.
That's beautiful.
Oh my god!
I
I'm
love
like,
it.
why don't you?
Because you could literally just turn around and walk backwards to the base because no one's gonna get there.
I'll crawl. I'll bear crawl to the guy.
No one's gonna get there because they literally the shortstop is playing behind second base. There's no one on the left side of the field.
Yeah.
If someone could figure out like a softball running bunt, you know how they do that, like the slap bunts.
Yeah.
If someone could figure out how to slap bunt down the third base line, you would get away with that shift every time.
I'm just looking at Albert's numbers. I just love it.
Yeah, he's playing great baseball right now. And it's almost, to me, and I might be wrong about this, to me it's almost one of those things where people talk about the Cubs having, too many guys that need to be on the field. Are we almost to that situation where the Cubs have too many, like
you don't ever have too many people because I feel like
a lot of teams
all the way down to Ian Happ. Everyone knows their role. Tommy LaStella, he knows he's going to be a pinch hitter. Ben Zobrist, he's going to play randomly. Who's been playing very well.
Yes.
Even on defense, he's been playing very well. And there's like Javi. Javi knows he's the starting second baseman. I would say the only person right now that I'm confused about is Addison Russell. Because, I mean, as much as he's a great defender, but his offense just never gets to where we want it to be. It never is in a spot where he gets on like these super hot streaks.
Yeah, he hasn't done that in a while, and I just don't know if he ever will.
I don't think he will.
That's
why I really want Machado.
I'm with you there, and that's actually I have a point to talk about the Orioles later.
That's like really. I don't want Addison Machado.
Yeah,
saying like that.
I think there's also like 28 other fan bases that would say, I want Manny Machado.
Everyone else would want to take Addison Russell as their starting shortstop. But I'm just saying I'd like Machado. Not saying that there's nothing wrong with Addison Russell as our starting shortstop.
I can
win a
live
World
with
Series this year with him.
Exactly. So it's not going to matter. He still is one of the better defensive shortstops. And lately he's been a little bit down.
Arm is a cannon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's hit. I know that Frederick had tweeted us out that his, I think his defensive efficiency has gone down a little bit, but like he still gets to balls. He still makes plays. Like, I know his WAR I think is a little bit down. I'm totally okay with him being a starting shortstop.
Oh yeah, I have no problem.
Are you worried about the Brewers?
No.
No?
No.
Not at all.
Because where were we last year at this time? Oh, like what, 5 games? Almost. We're going to almost on the All-Star, down 5 games to them. I don't ever worry. I'm not going to worry about the Brewers unless we're going down to the last month and we're going head-to-head with them. Yeah. Maybe I'll worry about them, but I just don't see like what they've done to make them their better team.
I think a lot of that
pretty much number one in at least the NL in every offensive stat.
Yeah.
Their pitching is going to come around. Darvish is going to come back. Hopefully he gives us a good second half. But I just don't see what they've done that I'm supposed to be worried about. Because the Cubs have been started off a little slow. Now we're hot. And it's not like they pulled away from us in any way.
We've closed the gap.
Yeah, we've definitely closed the gap.
I think we were 6 games out at one point. We're 1 game back.
I'm not worried about them.
I think it's too early to worry about them.
Yeah,
I think they're a more improved team. Obviously, they made some nice moves. I think Lorenzo Cain is playing some good baseball. Christian Yelich is playing better baseball. They've made a couple additions to their team. Like they're better than they were last year.
Oh, I'm not saying they are, but the Cubs are also playing better than they were at this time last year.
I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that, like, me and you think the same way because the Cubs have just dominated the Brewers.
Yeah.
So it's hard to take them serious when the Cubs are just stomping all over them. So once, we get to maybe late July, early August, then maybe I'll start worrying about the Brewers. But as of right now, I'm not sold that the Brewers are the team we need to. Anything else on the Cubs?
Like I said, they're going to win the World Series this year.
Addison Russell
I love
at starting shortstop.
What?
Addison Russell at starting shortstop.
Yeah, Addison
World
Russell.
Series and all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So let's move on to the White Sox.
White Sox stink.
Thank you, White Sox. Actually, they have a doubleheader today.
Yeah, they do.
Should have bet them twice. But thank you for letting me win. I took the Oakland A's minus 1.5 because James Shields. How can you look yourself in the mirror, dude?
Just every time we bring up
James
James Shields,
throwing dick balls. Like, what are you doing, dude? Like James Shields, he used to be good, right?
That's arguable. He was above average.
Above average pitcher. How can you fall? Like, are the White Sox literally just keeping him around because he stinks? And he's James Shields. Like, why else would you keep? What does Pico? I gotta say.
He said Darvish just needs to go out and get of his own way. Really, Pico, you need to check your spelling there, brother. He's worrying too much and overthinking his every move. He teaches P, doesn't count. Just go out there and chuck it, man. Shots fired. I had to sneak that in subliminally. But no, I agree.
The Blackhawks have selected Adam Bachfist.
And that was TCF tries to read Eastern European names.
From that can't be right.
Sweden, yeah.
Junior.
Yeah, it's a junior team in Sweden.
Oh, I thought it meant like I'm like that can't be where he's from.
No, he plays on a junior team in Sweden. You're an idiot. Yeah, so was he? Did you say defenseman?
Let me see.
Because my God, do the Blackhawks need defensemen?
The Blackhawks need to go back to the playoffs because that's when I love them.
Yeah, that's when I watch hockey.
No offense.
Back to the White Sox. We got severely sidetracked there.
Wait.
I just want to bring up one story while Big Z was talking about James Shields. James Shields once said he'd rather sign in San Diego when he was signing his new contract. He said, I preferred San Diego because I think they're going to win before the Cubs. Yes, look it up.
James Shields.
What are you doing, cuz?
Just so you know, we're about to do a podcast, and you are my sinker now. You are my absolute sinker. Because, first of all, you stink. Second of all, the Padres stink. What do you mean? How is it? I can't believe you said that. That's like
that was like 5 years ago, but like, yeah.
If I looked it up on Google right now,
yeah, it would come up something very similar.
I will find it.
He's a dummy.
That's
and
the
he, like he
stupidest thing I've
he
ever heard.
stinks. But the White Sox 24-50 right now. Not looking so good. They are 16.5 back. They have the third worst record in Major League Baseball. We just had a nice visit from our old buddy Evan Carroll. You can go back and listen to the podcast with him. Yeah, I really like that sweater. Yeah, come on over. They got to show the folks this. Look at this thing. We got to show.
TCF Nation.
There he is. That is a lovely sweater with the matching kicks. That is no joke.
Kind of.
Styling and profiling.
I like the hair.
I got a haircut. All right,
It was good seeing you, buddy.
See you guys soon. I'm off to Chicago tomorrow.
Go
Maybe I'll
floss
see
in
you
your,
later
in your new
tonight.
hoodie.
Yeah.
You're going over there?
Yes. Go.
Okay.
Go.
Is it at his house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm talking to him.
This is terrible Facebook Live video.
Sorry.
See you,
Yeah.
Evan. Where were we at? Talking about how bad the White Sox are. Third worst record in Major League Baseball.
Hey, thanks, Ross. I love you.
Shout out Rossi. Third worst record in baseball. Again, this is what they want to do, but God, it is tough to watch.
I don't. Well, it's a good thing that I don't watch.
I see. I made the mistake. I watched them at the gym today, and I'm just like, they were down 8-0 in the fourth inning. I'm like,
Well, I loved it.
what the hell is going
You
on?
see James Shields about the pitch. You just go -1.5.
Yes, James Shields is
You're a
terrible.
stinker, James Shields.
Pigoy with some stats. James Shields is 36 this season and won't matter when or if the Sox contend. Numbers compared against the other starters, probably not good. Yeah, he's
Probably not good.
he stinks. Ross said we should do an episode from the corner.
Oh, we will do that one day.
Yeah,
honestly.
once we get our sponsorship laid out.
What I've been thinking about that video. What I'm gonna ask Ashley if we can like go in the like the corner part
Yeah,
and like do like me, you, and like two other people or one other people and do it over there.
we're it's definitely
Oh,
been
it's
on a
definitely gonna
list.
happen.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the main goal with this whole thing.
I want to bring up one more baseball thing, and I know every year you can look at this. The Orioles, 21-52. It is June 22nd, and they are 30 games back. 30 games back. The Orioles are horrible, which brings me to my real point of this. How long are they going to keep Manny Machado and think he's still serviceable?
Just give it the Cubs, Manny Machado.
Just give it up. You are 30 games out on June 22nd.
Do you think they would straight up? Do you think they would straight up take Aston Russell for Machado?
I would No, you'd have to throw in like Schwarber or Happ, I think.
That's insane. I'm not doing that. Sorry.
There's got to
worth
be
it.
some prospects, but I don't think they would take that straight up. Egoy has joined us. He said Chat Walker. That's a good one. And you Darvish are garbage. They can exit. Sox are brutal, and the rebuild is taking forever. Egoy, lay off my man, you Darvish. All right? It's
Your
3
man.
months in. 3 months into a 6-year contract. 3 months into a 6-year contract. Chill out. Can the man live?
No.
Yes, he can. He'll be fine. Don't worry. Mark my words. You Darvish will be the 4th starter, and he'll win some games this playoff. And no, you're also wrong, Egoy. Machado is not going to Arizona. He's going to be the Cubs shortstop on August 1st.
Why would he go to
Called it now. I don't know.
Come on.
Bold move. But the Orioles stink.
That's like a Adam Schefter type move.
Yeah.
Always going.
Yeah. Schefter,
no.
or Woj was on fire last night.
Oh,
Did you see that? That was amazing.
He's like, sources say. He was just sticking it to ESPN. What do we got?
Pigoy said Shields leads the Sox in WHIP. Whoa, lead the 3rd worst team in baseball in your
Good for
WHIP.
them.
Second on the team
What
in
are you,
ERA
White
at
Sox fan?
4.63. Ronaldo Lopez is the team leader among starters with 15
Hey,
plus
Pigo,
starts.
what if your kid?
No, he's right. He said at the end, he said, so those numbers suck because if James Shields is second on the team in ERA and he has a 4.63, that's pretty bad.
Pigo, what if your baby wants to be a White Sox fan?
We will not accept that.
What would you think about that? How would you feel? I want to hear this.
And that's the beautiful thing, Egoy. He says 3 months has seemed like 3 years, but it hasn't.
It hasn't.
But it hasn't been 3 years. So we still have him for 5.5 more years. So strap in, folks.
We're going to take a little break here real quick. Well, actually, we're going to say, if you have any questions to ask us,
Yes.
we're doing a podcast right after this. We're going to go right over to the couches,
Literally
and just
right
keep
over
drinking beer and eat some pizza and do a podcast. And we're going to do a little segment at the end. If you guys have any questions, I'm guessing
Hit us in the
Egoy and
comments.
Pigoy will both have some questions that we will answer on the podcast. Give you a
Yeah.
little shout out on the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. If you got a business to plug, it's free ad Fridays. So speaking of that, shout out to Gon's Family Farms. I talked to Nick a couple weeks ago. Told him I'd shout out if you need any of your farming needs.
I don't know if
I don't know if you need.
farmers.
I don't know how that works. They have
If
a
you
lot
want
of
him
pigs.
to till your land, call Gon's Farm.
They have a lot of pigs that they taste good. I've had some of their pigs.
Let's not talk about animal cruelty on the
Oh,
show.
stop! He's like, I didn't know I was doing a video with PETA.
What, PETA? I said PETA. PETA. But yeah, bacon's fire. But
Yeah,
anyone else?
so-
The Corner Tap.
Corner Tap. Go visit the Corner Tap. Mendota Golf Course.
Mendota Golf Course.
I think they have like late night special. If you go like after 5 p.m., it's cheap and it's a beautiful.
I'll
course.
be there Monday night if you want to catch me for dinner.
Yeah, I will.
Shout out
I'm
my
usually
dad.
around there
My
in the
dad's
morning.
birthday is on Monday. Happy
Come
birthday,
join me.
early dad.
Who else can we shout? Businesses.
Lily Tyling.
Lakeside Liquor.
Oh, Lakeside
Liquor. We've been there a time or two.
Eddie Diaz.
Yeah,
Diaz
go eat some
tacos.
Diaz tacos.
That's a fire.
Absolutely.
I'm actually going to send this to him so then he'll maybe. You got a big billboard outside of town.
Yeah, go take a picture with Eddie's billboard. You might win some free tacos.
Is that what it is?
We should go do that after this. Go
I think
take a
this
selfie.
is good.
Yeah,
I think
I was
this
gonna
is
say,
just
we
like
need to
taking a
send
picture.
Eddie a message because this is enough. This is enough advertisement.
What else we got? We got.
Who else? No, no, no,
no. Caught that on the mic, but
no.
What was I saying?
Pigoy, our guy Pigoy, who's on with us, says Mendota Golf Course, $20 for 18 holes on weekends after 3 p.m. That's a steal.
Still,
That's like $1 and
or just ask me.
15 cents a hole.
We could go for a free round.
Yeah, and if you mention Pigoy's name, he'll pay for your round.
Yeah,
So-
that's actually if you say Pigoy at the register, and then he'll go. They say Pigoy, and they'll go, "Oh, it's on him." Okay,
Yeah, put it
okay.
on his
Take it
tab.
on his-
He has a tab. You
Yeah.
can go ahead and use that.
Wild. It's wild that he's so nice about that. But
Yeah,
he told
what
us
a nice
to tell
guy.
you that.
He might even Venmo you some money. I don't know.
Oh no, he'll just pay for it. So
See what
yeah.
happens when you don't show up to Friday nights with TCF.
Yeah.
You get volunteer
That
money.
stinks. Also, just take it.
Who else? Who else can we give free ad Friday?
I don't really know.
Yeah.
Any fireplaces you can think of?
All right. I'm fresh.
Rosati's, shout out
Dollar
Rosati's.
General. I spend a lot of time there. I literally shop at Dollar General like 4 times a
You
week.
get clothes there.
Dude, you can get everything there. You just can't get booze, which kind of sucks. Pigoy says fake news. That is actually fake news. Fake news to his fake news. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you going to fake
get
news?
yourself
Fake,
free round of
fake
golf.
news off. Well, the fake news off.
Anything else?
No. Well, I mean,
do us a favor. Go like us or follow us on Twitter at @typical_Chicago. I'm at Boomy TCF.
At Zach TCF, we're going to have to look
TCF,
that up.
maybe. Look at mine. I follow him. I retweet him a lot. Then you can follow him. We're on Instagram too.
Instagram's actually popping. We're
Yeah.
going to need to start doing a little more with Instagram. We got quite a bit of followers.
I'm thinking a couple minor league baseball games here in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Doing some Instagram live stuff, or maybe Instagram live, or
Hopefully
maybe even some stories. If you want a T-shirt, we've had a couple people ask us about our shirts.
Well,
$15 a shirt. If you want them, let us know because we're kind of running low on sizes and we'll get some more ordered here.
We definitely have to get a lot more ordered.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of people coming after me for the shirts, and I feel bad for it because I don't know.
Yeah, we only have a few left, and we just
but we'll definitely
a lot more stuff coming.
Yeah, a lot more coming.
Also, share this video if you like what you saw. Share it. Let your friends know.
Like.
Tell them like the page.
Comment.
What is it? What does Pat McAfee say? You get a like if you like, a share, a subscribe, and check out. We do have a YouTube page coming here soon.
Oh, maybe
not sure a timeline, but there will be a YouTube page coming. So if you have a YouTube account, go ahead and switch over. In the next coming days, and hopefully we'll have our YouTube account set up. And if podcast tonight coming out either tonight or tomorrow morning. I think that's about it. If you have any questions that you want us to cover on the podcast, comment on this video.
Just keep commenting.
Send us you can slide in our DMs. We don't mind. They're pretty dry lately.
Yeah, mine have been very dry.
Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
See you guys later. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Peace.